Hey, if you want to fix battery drain on Poco C75, first of all, let's start by removing every bloatware application that you have on this phone. So as you can see, you can find here a lot of games, a lot of apps, and if you are not really using these apps, be sure that you simply remove them by holding icon and then simply uninstalling. And do this with every application that you are not really using, because all of these apps are connecting into Wi-Fi, mobile data, sending notifications, and basically drain your battery. Next, when you are on the home screen, be sure that you turn off this Google screen if you are not using this. So click and hold with your finger on the empty space, tap here, go to more, and now select -1 screen and select no screen. Now let's go to the settings. And be sure that you are using the latest version of HyperOS. In the most cases when there is some kind of the battery drain issue, this developer will definitely send you new updates to keep up and fix this issue. Then, if you are outside and you are not connected to the Wi-Fi, be sure that you are gonna switch this off. And when you are in your home and you are connected to the Wi-Fi, be sure that you simply switch off mobile data by selecting this switcher. The same with the Bluetooth. If you are not using Bluetooth, then simply be sure that you just turn it off. Next, when you go to the more connectivity options, we can find here printing. Be sure that you switch this off for the default one and for Xiaomi. Now do this also with the quick share, so select that no one actually can share data with you and tap on the switcher to don't get your device visible. Now let's move into lock screen and be sure that you change the sleep time. In my case there's like never, but I would recommend you to go for 15 or 30 seconds, because if you forget to turn off the screen on this phone, then it will stay for like 5-10 minutes, so it will take a lot of your battery. Next, we can find here wallpaper carousel. Also be sure that you are gonna turn it off because it's connecting to the Wi-Fi. It's changing wallpaper every time you switch off your phone, basically the screen of the phone. And now we'll go to the notifications and status bar, and if you have any apps that you are using but you don't need to actually receive notification from them, just simply click on the switchers. So for example, you can do this with the app vault. In my case, because sometimes I'm actually opening this application but I'm not really need any updates, any notifications, and the same from this one, and also this one. So be sure that you actually check the list. And now when you go into another option, it will be right here in display and brightness. So be sure that you are controlling your screen brightness. You don't have to actually use 100% of the screen brightness every time. So sometimes you can just turn on the automatic brightness, it will decrease and save battery. The same with the refresh rate. So if you are not really using your phone, you can go for the custom one and force to get 60 Hz. Now, when you go back from this settings, we will go into privacy protection, and right here be sure that you turn off to annual user experience program, which will be located in the privacy. No, it's not here actually. We'll have to go, I believe, into, yeah, there we go. We have to go for the fingerprints face data, go to the privacy, unselect this one, and also go for the usage and diagnostic and unselect another option. Now let's go back to the main settings, open apps, and go to manage apps. And right now go for the background auto start, and as you can see in my case the Facebook is actually automatic start every time I just turn on my phone. The same with the notes and the wallpaper carousel and the clock application. I'm not sure actually why, but you can just turn them off. And now all of these apps will be not running in the background when you actually turn on your phone. And the same, let's go for example for the booking.com, and here be sure that you set up battery saver. So basically you can restrict background activity, so apps will be closed to save the power, or you can close after 10 minutes of background activity. So if you set like no restrictions, then you know the battery saver doesn't actually restrict apps activity. So it's very important to actually change it. Now, when you go back from this one, go into Google section, which is located right here. Now click on all services and select devices. And tap on this switcher to don't scan for nearby devices. Go to the additional settings next. Open gesture shortcuts, and if you are not using some of these gestures, like for example this Google Assistant with the power key, to taking a screenshot, or for example launching the camera or turning on torch, be sure that you actually switch them off. Next, we've got the last option, location. So we got here location services, Wi-Fi scanning and Bluetooth scanning. Be sure that you actually get rid of it. And the same with the location. So if you are sitting in your house, you don't need to actually use your location, right? You can just simply turn it off. And when you go outside and need to use, for example, the Google Maps, you need to use some navigation, then you can just turn it on. And this is all for this video.